It's likely millions of us were born or died, have been educated or have exercised under roofs made of reinforced autoclaved aerated concrete. But now RAAC is a liability. In some schools and hospitals we know about, it can be safely propped up and repaired. Otherwise, it needs replacing. And there's a lot of it out there. Safety concerns forced Harrow Crown Court to close last week for 9 months of repairs.
All eyes are on schools, but the reality is there's so many other buildings out there, from prisons to libraries, office buildings, housing. It's just a complete unknown entity as to how many buildings in the country are actually using this or use this construction material.
And it's not always easy to find. RAAC was only discovered here due to roof repairs. This summer, it was reported the Office of Government Property had contacted all government departments, asking them to identify the presence and the risks of RAAC concrete in their buildings. We know some have been identified. Harrow Crown Court is currently closed. But that given the sheer number of properties that may have been constructed with this material over a 30-year period, the scale of the task is enormous. In addition to schools, hospitals across the UK are being investigated for RAAC, with 254 NHS buildings identified in Scotland, including Ninewells in Dundee and QEUH in Glasgow. 3 hospitals in Wales are currently confirmed to have the material, including Withybush Hospital in Pembrokeshire. In England, RAAC was found at 24 hospitals, including Frimley Park in Surrey and Queen Elizabeth King's Lynn in Norfolk. The material hasn't been confirmed in Northern Ireland hospitals. RAAC has also been found in 7 court buildings and an unknown number of prisons. Police and fire stations are also being inspected. And the Ministry of Defence is investigating hundreds of buildings across its estate. That's just government buildings. Local authority offices, shopping and community centres, even flat-roof domestic extensions built between the 1930s and 1980s could include RAAC. But not all of it is dangerous.
There's ways that you can repair the structure to leave the RAAC in position and introduce additional structure. You might not need to do anything other than just keep an eye on it and make sure that it's not degrading.
Even though just a small fraction of Britain's buildings may be affected, costs of inspection, let alone repair, will be a major burden, one made all the heavier by years of inaction. Tom Clarke, Sky News.